Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our last day, day 5 of our 5-day Love Heart Challenge. I am so proud of you for making it through the entire challenge, for watching all the videos, and I hope you went through all the love sheets because they really, really will help you. I believe that when you read and you write things out and you process, it's really the way to help you learn. These videos are probably more for you visual people, and of course, it adds a little bit more information because the love sheets aren't going to have all of this in them. But I try to do a combination in my teaching because I know that everybody learns differently, takes in information in a different way. So I hope that I have served you no matter which way you like to learn or love to learn or learn best. So today we are talking about believing. So when you believe in your marriage, when you believe in your spouse and your husband and your wife, this becomes the part that really adds, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say it adds spice to your marriage, but it adds a lot more than that. If we think of cake, I like cake. I shouldn't be eating it though. If we think of cake and we think of the different parts of cake, I think believing is kind of like that cake part, right? I have some other things that are the icing on the cake, but believing in your marriage is a very important part of your relationship. Believing in your spouse is very important. So, how would you feel if your husband came to you or your wife came to you and said, I believe in you. I love you so much and I believe in you. Everything that you're doing, everything you're trying to do, everything you've done, even if it wasn't perfect or you even were successful, like your heart was in an amazing place and I believe in you. And I believe that you're going to continue to do great things. I believe that you are going to continue to grow. I believe in us, right? How would you feel? I believe it would make you feel amazing, right? And this is why believing is so important. I like to say, faith it until you make it. I don't believe in faking it. I believe in having faith, even when you're in a relationship that you can't see that true love or the falling in love again, or you can't see your relationship making it because you've been going through so much struggle. I believe that having faith in your relationship really allows you to carry you through and get you to that next step. Now, let's keep in mind faith comes with works. There's action that needs to take place when we are believing in our spouse, when we are having faith in our relationship. So, I talked a little bit about in the love sheet how the day before my husband and I we had a divorce hearing when after I'd filed for divorce, he gave me this prayer, and basically he was saying, asking God to give me someone better than him, someone who cooked better, who cleaned better, and he kind of listed a bunch of things that he would do. And this caused me to really start to think, right, about how focused I was on all the negative. I was so focused on all the bad that, I failed to really look at and give him credit. And not to say I never gave him credit, but I was failing in that area of giving him credit for the things that he did do. I was failing in the area of believing that my husband was the best one for me. And because I was so focused on him not being the best, my life was going to worse, right? My decisions were going to worse things. And so I will say, my husband said to me, "Do you have peace?" The day before divorcing, he says, "Do you have peace about this? How do you feel about this?" And I did it. I totally did it. Hence the reason why we're still married. But I said to him, I said, "I don't have peace." I said, "But I can't see it. I can't see our relationship getting better, or us being able to fix this stuff." Basically, I was saying, I don't believe in our marriage, in our relationship. I don't believe in you, right? And he said, "It's called faith." And it was at that moment that, and this had been months of me kind of praying and thinking about this and trying to process and like just wanting to do the best thing. And in that moment, I knew I had to just try. I had to have faith. So we didn't go to our divorce hearing. We decided to stay married. And I will tell you, there were days that I was like, I can't stand this guy. I don't even know what I was thinking. But I will say I did not stay there. Going back to self-control, even when I would have a thought like, oh, he's getting on my nerves, or, was this the right decision? I immediately would go back to, no, stop, right? We're not going down this road. I made a commitment, I made a decision that I would not go back down that road of anger, bitterness, regret, and all this stuff. And I started to go right back to just like forgiveness, unconditional love, communicating what I was feeling, why I was frustrated, and having self-control. This is why I kind of do it in this order, because literally as I started to examine how did I get myself from a place of being so angry and bitter in my marriage and filing for divorce to falling in love with my husband all over again. And I probably haven't shared this, I can't remember, but my husband and I, we were high school sweethearts. We dated for 3 years in high school into college. I went to his prom. He's 2 years older than me. I went to his prom. He went to my prom. So, he graduated from the Army boot camp. I went to that, so we knew each other way back then. Okay, we've known each other for over 25 years now, okay? So it's something like that. I forget the math. And I was married for 10 years before we got back together. So when I say that I'm more in love with my husband today than I was back in high school when I was like that young girl that just thought he was the best thing, it's huge. So I believe in these steps, and I believe that they can work for you. And if you really just get in and dive deep and do the work, I believe that your marriage will be transformed. Now, you might be in a place that you feel like things are too far gone. I can tell you they really never are. If you know that you need to and you want to work things out, you can do that, okay? If you are in a place that you're saying, no, I really am done. Obviously, I'm not here to try to convince you, right? I am here to try and help you and serve you the best way possible wherever you are in your life right now, okay? So I encourage you to take these steps, and whether it's with your spouse or without your spouse, go through these steps, because if you don't, I don't want to say I guarantee you, but I would be pretty sure in saying that you're going to get out of this marriage, get into another relationship, and do the same thing. The cycle will continue. Maybe it won't be as bad, maybe it will be worse. But when my husband and I were separated, we dated, and we both kind of came out of these relationships like thinking to ourselves and then eventually telling each other like the grass is not greener. And then you might think, I don't want nobody I want to be all by myself. And that's okay too. That's perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, again, all of these steps are things that are going to help you in any relationship, at work, with your family, with friends. So I encourage you to really go through it. Try to go through the love sheets and do the work and see and examine and evaluate areas in your life that you could change and improve and grow. Okay? This is it. This is day 5. Now, this is it for the love challenge, right? But I will tell you, I have a 4-week mini course that it's basically on these topics that we've discussed over these 5 days. And it really just dives in deeper into each topic, breaks it down into, gives you more time to work through it, right? And I do a weekly coaching call with the course, with the classmates or the people in the program. So it adds in the weekly coaching call so that you take each step each week and you're really working through it. And then at the end of the week, I do a live call that you're able to ask questions and we can interact, or you can even send me questions ahead of time and then I'll discuss them in the live coaching call, which is recorded and posted up in your lessons too, for you to see, just in case you miss it. So you'll always have that. So that's a 4-week program that I have. And then I also have the full program that's 8 weeks. And I also offer that. It includes all the topics that we talked about, and it has 3 additional topics. So for 8 weeks, we basically dive in deep into each area. And then you also have a group coaching call that I do. And there's some other perks, like a Facebook group that you can join and some lives that I do there, things like that. Those are some bonuses. But if you loved what you saw or you really benefited from this, stay tuned. I'm going to be giving some more information on these courses. And I have a special for these courses. My mini course is going to be, it's 50% off. It's going to be $25, and my full course is going to be $50. So, so I would just encourage you to take advantage of those if you want to continue to keep learning these concepts and these steps that you can take to improve your marriage. So again, thank you all for allowing me in a very personal space of your life, because your relationship is something that's really personal and something that's really hard to talk about with just anybody. So even though we're not talking and interacting, it's something that you're allowing me to give you feedback or give you thoughts or advice through this 5-day love challenge. So I thank you for that. Also, one last thing for everyone who was in this Love Heart Challenge, I'm going to be doing a full hour coaching call. Now, I've been doing one free coaching session for first time potential clients, which I've had to stop doing recently, just because I'm getting booked up with my time and it's hard for me to do that all the time. So, but I am going to offer it to everyone who has been in this love challenge. So I'll be posting my calendar up in one of the emails. So look out for that email so that you can sign up. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I just encourage you to be strong and really to just have your heart in a place of love and a place of grace. So be blessed. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.